And welcome back to Hannity. Hillary Clinton refuses to accept the fact that she lost the election to President Trump. In an interview with NPR, Clinton said that she won't rule out contesting the election and the election results if there's actual proof of so-called Russia election interference. Now, this is the exact opposite of what Clinton tweeted about Donald Trump last October. Remember, she tweeted this, quote, Donald Trump refused to say that he'd respect the results of the election. That's a direct threat to our democracy. Here now, former Obama economic advisor Austan Goolsbee. All right, so the media and all the conspiracy theorists on these other cable channels and the New York Times, Washington Post, they've been telling us Russia, Russia, Russia. You follow the news as closely as anybody I know, Austan. Can you name one piece of evidence that we have of Trump-Russia collusion in the election?
Well, you backed away there. Now it's only Donald Trump himself. A couple of months ago, you told me there was no evidence of the campaign's collusion.
Okay, well,
now we actually have several pieces of that.
I'll help you out. Can you name me specific evidence that has been cited of Trump campaign and Russia collusion in the election, or the DNC emails or John Podesta emails? Do you have any evidence of it at all that you can cite to our audience?
Certainly there's suggestive evidence. Certainly there's suggestive evidence.
I didn't ask about you. No.
Let me
it's been a year. Give me a little meat on a bone.
Okay.
Give me something.
The fact that they sent an email to Don Jr. saying we have dirt on Hillary Clinton, and he says, I love it. Let's have a meeting.
Is that
That's
any
suggestive
different?
Evidence.
All right. That is evidence of a collusion. That's evidence of collusion. Here's the question I have. When a DNC paid staffer met with the Ukrainian embassy, with the Ukrainian ambassador at the embassy, and then reported back to the DNC and reported back to Hillary Clinton's campaign, is that worse than what you're saying is the little tiny meat on the bone? What you're giving me is maybe a little morsel of dog food here. You're not giving me any meat.
I don't know on the Ukraine. I haven't seen the argument that the Ukraine. Hold on. I haven't seen the argument that the Ukraine was trying to criminally interfere.
Well, excuse me,
in the
they
US
were.
election.
They actually leaked information to try and hurt Donald Trump during the election, and the DNC's paid staffer met with the Ukrainian ambassador.
Sean, we're old friends, and I'm going to concede you a point. It is, in my opinion, not Hillary Clinton's place to declare that she considers the election suspect or not. She was the candidate. That's for the American people and the U.S.
Tell me
legal
what the
system
crime
to
is.
decide.
Let's say
you're
running for president.
There's no crime.
You and I are running against each other for president. Let's make everybody laugh for a second. Okay. There's something that'll never happen. And plus, I'd win.
I'm the good-looking one in that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Well, if you consider losing lucky, that's fine. I'm okay with that. All right. But we're running against each other for president, and all of a sudden, somebody tells me, I got information that you need to know about Austan Goolsbee that is going to impact this election, and the American people need to know. Is there any crime if I meet with them and try and find out what they had?
There could be, but let me say this.
Whoa,
if
what
we're
would the
running
crime
against
be?
each other and they come to tell me that, I'm going to tell them to go sit and spin. And if they're the Russians, I'm going to call the FBI.
You're gonna call the FBI, and you're not gonna listen?
If
because
it's the Russians,
wait a minute. There's no crime.
Yeah, if the Russians call me up
There's
and
no
say they
crime
spied
in
on
listening
you.
to anybody. And you know who I'm going to cite as my source?
You say that, but that's not always true.
Is Alan Dershowitz liberal enough for you? Yes, he is. I'm right there with you. He's kind of close liberal with you. Yeah, that's pretty low. He agrees with me.
I don't think. Look, he may agree with you, but Sean, we haven't gotten the report from Mueller and the FBI. I hope that there is no crime, that if there is anything untoward, that it was some marginal person in the campaign and that person's held to account and it has nothing to do with the president. Because if it goes higher, then we will be in a constitutional crisis, and I don't want that to happen.
We don't have a constitutional crisis, and after everybody in the country for a year, even Comey and Clapper and Brennan and everybody in the intelligence community said, there's no evidence, but there's smoke. After a year of smoke, give me some meat on the bone, or it's got to go away. This is a distraction and an attempt to delegitimize a duly elected president, and you should be asking your side to knock it off because it's hurting the country.
Well, I have.
You have?
Look,
when?
and as I say, I don't think that Hillary Clinton should be getting up and saying she doesn't.
All right, I got to roll.
She might not certify. So
I kind of
agree on
like
some
you.
things.
Half. I'd win. If it's you versus me, it's over. I'm going to win. Because you supported Obama's failed economic agenda. 13 more million Americans on food stamps, 8 million more in poverty, lowest labor participation rate under you.
Look who the president is.
Yeah, Donald Trump. Thank God. All right, when we come back.